Hello everyone, and welcome to MyniQ podcast. I'm your host, and I'll be sharing short English stories and conversations with you every day. Today's episode is The Clockwork Cog. And the text level is fine. Learn about tricky action words and sayings, and how to talk about things when you know which thing you mean or how much of something. Stick around till the end for 5 quick questions to test your understanding. Alright then, let's get listening!
The Clockwork Cog. In the fog-shrouded streets of London, a mysterious clockwork machine had been terrorizing the citizens for weeks. The device, which resembled a giant brass cog, seemed to appear and disappear at random, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Inspector Emily Windsor, a brilliant and determined investigator, was tasked with capturing the rogue machine. She had assembled her most trusted team of experts, including her trusty sidekick, a clever clockmaker named Felix. As they navigated the treacherous streets in their steam-powered carriage, Felix explained to Emily that the clockwork cog was likely created by the infamous inventor, Professor Harrington. The professor's obsession with creating a machine that could harness the power of time itself had gone awry, and now the city was paying the price. Emily and her team finally cornered the clockwork cog in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. With Felix's expertise, they were able to disable the machine and bring it under control. As they stood victorious, Emily realized that this was only the beginning of a greater adventure, one that would take her to the very heart of Professor Harrington's mysterious workshop.
Now let's move on to the conversation between Billy, Meg, Kelly, and their teacher, Louis, after reading the novel.
I'm so glad we finally got to read this novel. The mystery of the clockwork machine was so engaging.
Indeed, it was a thrilling adventure. I appreciated how Emily's determination and expertise were showcased throughout the story.
Yeah, and I loved how the author wove together history and science in such an exciting way. It felt like I was right there with Emily and Felix solving the mystery.
I know, right? And the character development was great too. Emily's growth from a determined investigator to a leader was really inspiring.
Absolutely, and I loved how the author didn't shy away from exploring complex themes like time and its power. It added such depth to the story.
That's one of the things I appreciate about this novel. It tackles big ideas in a way that's accessible to readers of all ages.
For sure, and let's not forget the setting. London in the fog-shrouded streets was so vividly described. I felt like I was right there with Emily and Felix navigating the city.
Yeah, it was really immersive, and the author's use of language was amazing too. It felt like I was reading a real historical account at times.
Now, let's test your understanding of the novel and the dialogue with 5 questions. Question 1. What was the mysterious clockwork machine that had been terrorizing London? I. A giant brass cog. B. A steam-powered carriage. C. Professor Harrington's invention. D. The clockmaker's creation. E. A time-traveling device. The answer is A. A giant brass cog. Question 2. Who is the brilliant and determined investigator tasked with capturing the rogue machine? I. Inspector Emily Windsor. B. Felix the clockmaker. C. Professor Harrington. D. Meg, Carrie, and Billy. E. Lloyd the teacher. The answer is A. Inspector Emily Windsor. Question 3. What was the occupation of Felix, Inspector Emily Windsor's trusty sidekick? I. Clockmaker. B. Inventor. C. Investigator. D. Teacher. E. Writer. The answer is A. Clockmaker. Question 4. Where did Inspector Emily Windsor and her team finally corner the Clockwork clock? I. Abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. B. The clockmaker's workshop. C. Professor Harrington's laboratory. D. The steam-powered carriage. E. Felix's home. The answer is A. Abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Question 5. Who helped Inspector Emily Windsor and her team solve the mystery of the Clockwork machine? A. Felix the clockmaker. B. Inspector Emily Windsor herself. C. Meg, Terry, and Billy. D. Professor Harrington's invention. E. Lloyd the teacher. The answer is A. Felix the clockmaker. That's it for today's quiz. How many did you answer correctly? Thanks for tuning in to my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the stories and conversations and found the quiz challenging yet fun. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for more daily English learning content. Until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.